What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track back here with another video. We got a road course. We got Sonoma this weekend, this Sunday, the final Fox race. Then we'll take a week off for Father's Day, and then we'll regroup with NBC and their broadcast team, which I'm really excited for. I prefer the NBC broadcast team, the broadcasters, the whole broadcast, honestly, as a whole. So look, I mean, I think Fox has a lot of good things, but overall, kind of glad to see that this is the last race of the Fox, portion of the season, and then like I said, we'll go to NBC. But they get a pretty good one. They get one of my favorite road courses, Sonoma. I would put Sonoma my two behind Watkins Glen. I know there's a lot of road courses. I think we can get rid of quite a bit. Coda, I don't think fits well for NASCAR. The Roval, if we're at Charlotte, we need to be driving on the oval, not the Roval. So to me, it leaves, and then of course Chicago Street Course, which we'll kind of see. But again, Sonoma, Watkins Glen, I think are two top tier road courses in motorsports and in racing. So exciting. We got Sonoma. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding about what we're going to see here. Shouldn't be a very long show because, like I said, I think we can get right down to business, and there's not a ton that we have to go over here. So let's get right into it. Three, I guess, three co-favorites, and they're right around the same number at most places. You've got Reddick at plus 450 on DraftKings. You've got Larson at plus 500 on DraftKings. You've got Chase Elliott plus 500 on DraftKings. On my book, Rhode Island Sportsbook, it's got Larson and Reddick at 500, tied for the favorites. And then right behind them is Chase Elliott at plus 550. So what I'm trying to say is wherever you're going to go, those three are going to be about the same number, right around the 500 mark. Something I don't really like, to be honest with you. But I do think in terms of what we're going to see this weekend, these guys are the class of the field at road courses. We've seen what Reddick has done these past, 4 or 5 road courses, really since the start of last year. The dude has showed that he is a proven and elite road course racer. Probably, I think, taking the top road course dog from Chase Elliott. Obviously, Chase Elliott, for a while, I think was considered the best road course racer in the series. Again, I feel like right now it's Reddick, but I think you could, go hand in hand with those guys. And then Kyle Larson, obviously, we know what he's capable of doing on road courses as well. He always seems to find his way up front, qualify well, stick around up top. And he's not afraid. He's not afraid to take a chance on a road course. So here's what I'm getting at. Your safe bets, I think, are to sprinkle, maybe it's your go-to, your unit bet, whether it's $25, whether it's $50, whatever it is. I think you take those bets and you just do it safe on Elliott, Larson, and Reddick. Really, make your money back bets, if you will. I think that's the safe way to go. Then I think you can find a lot of value on the board, and that's where I think you take your chance. So value on the board, AJ Almendinger at plus 1,600 on DraftKings Sportsbook. I think that is a steal of a bet to get AJ Allmendinger right now at plus 1,600. That number, ladies and gentlemen, is only going to go down. It is only going to go back into the book's favor. You might see that number probably creep down to the 1,000 range. I wouldn't even be surprised if he qualifies third or fourth. That goes down to about plus 800. So I think if you're going to hammer that bet, you hammer it now. You be confident with it. AJ Allmendinger is what we would he is what we call a road course ringer. That is what he was brought into this series to do. A lot of people had him making the playoffs, and the reason they did that was because they thought he could win either a super speedway, which he's proven to, be pretty solid at. And then, of course, his bread and butter, a road course. We've got a few more left here in the regular season. We've got Sonoma, we've got Indy, we've got Watkins Glen, and then, of course, we have the Chicago street course race. So he's got a couple more chances just beyond Sonoma, but I think this is a great opportunity for AJ Allmendinger to get it done at Sonoma. So plus 1,600, I think is a great bet. And then even deeper value, Christopher Bell plus 2,500, a two-time road course winner in the Cup Series. A lot of people were down on Toyota at these road courses, and rightfully so. But look what we saw Reddick do. Reddick came out and he proved that basically just his presence alone can make that organization, that team, and that manufacturer better at road courses. So yeah, I mean, Reddick came out at the first road course at Coda, put on an absolute clinic for the field. It ended up winning that thing, and I think Bell is a very talented. I would say he's top 7 probably in road courses in road course racing, I should say, in the Cup Series. And I think at plus 2,500, I think there's really good value there for Bell to get a win. A couple maybe other guys that I think you could possibly look at. I think Kyle Busch is a decent option to win back-to-back races. He's in that 8 car. He's won at Sonoma before. He's a really good road course racer. I believe he'll be racing. Maybe he won't be racing in the Xfinity Series. I don't know, but I mean the guy's got plenty of experience on this track, and so maybe there's something there. Plus 800 on my book. I don't love the numbers, so again, maybe that's one of your safe bets if you're not feeling Chase Elliott. Maybe you substitute in that with Kyle Busch. But I think Reddick, Larson, Elliott are your safe bets, and maybe your big bets are AJ Allmendinger and Christopher Bell. All right, so we've got those out of the way. How about some props? How about some top 5s? How about some top 10s? Prop bet, one that I love early. Micah McDowell to be your top Ford. Chevrolet, heavy favorites. Minus 180 to win this race. Toyota plus 350 to win this race. Ford plus 360 to win this race. So, they're basically telling you that they don't think the Fords are going to be good. And I'll tell you one guy who has been good over the course of the past 2 seasons and really his whole career at road course races. That is Michael McDowell. He's in the top 5 for overall speed at road courses since the start of the next gen car. He finished 3rd here last year. The dude can really race at road courses. And I think the top 4 bet is one that you should absolutely look at. I think there's, in terms of Fords, I think there's a couple guys that, might get this position. Cindric, very good road course racer. Chris Buescher, proven last year that he can race, on these road courses, finished 2nd here at Sonoma. And then I think Kevin Harvick, who has a really good track record at this track. But I do think McDowell is a very, very good, solid bet. Like I just said, he's probably going to be around that 4th or 5th best Ford. So maybe that's around 1,000. This line hasn't dropped yet, but I think when it does drop, you should take a gamble at it. Another top of a certain manufacturer, top Toyota, Ty Gibbs. If again, we are seeing in the kind of the book is expecting what we're seeing here with Chevy being a heavy favorite. Ty Gibbs is a proven road course racer. He's won a few road course races in the Xfinity Series. He had a top 10 at Coda. And honestly, I think this is a great place for him to break out of a little bit of a funk here. He hasn't had a top 10 since Easter at Bristol Dirt. And so to me, I think this course is going to really play to Ty Gibbs' strengths, and I can see him back into the top 10. I think that's a good bet. Top 10, top 5, if you want to throw that on, and of course the top Toyota. I feel like Ty Gibbs is going to have a really good run this weekend. And then finally, I've got another guy that has been struggling just mightily this year. I bring his name, I feel like, up maybe a little too much, but I do believe in him, and I think he's a really good race car driver and a really good road course racer, and that's Chase Briscoe. I think you can get the plus money at a top 10. He's got 4 career top 10s on road course in the Cup Series, and this is only his third full-time year in the Cup Series. Top 10 at Coda, top 10 at Road America, top 10 at Glen, finished top 10 at the Roval last year in the playoffs. So this is a dude that definitely can put on a show at a road course. In his rookie season, he almost won the Indy road course, if not for, I don't know, kind of a cheap move that cost him the race. And so this is a guy, he can find his way up front at these road course tracks. So Chase Briscoe to me, I think, is a fair bet. Top 10. I don't know. I don't think top forward. Like I said, I'm kind of more feeling McDowell there, but maybe there's something there if you can get really good odds on that for a Chase Briscoe top forward. That's about it. Like I said, I mean, I think this race is going to play out kind of what we're expecting here. I think Reddick, Larson, and Elliott are going to be the fastest cars. I think Almendinger and Bell are going to give give it their all, and I think a guy like Almendinger can steal this thing and lock himself into the playoffs. And I think if kind of all hell breaks loose, which sometimes it seems at these road courses it does. I would say at Sonoma, this was one of the cleaner road course races we had last season. So again, we'll see. But I do feel like if all hell breaks loose, we get a little crazy. I think that's the Bell. I think Bell is at plus 2,500 is that guy that can kind of steal the show in that sense, sort of like what he did in the playoffs at the Roval last year. So there it is. Let's go one more time. Safe bets: Reddick, Larson, Elliott. Your big bets you're looking for: Almendinger and Christopher Bell. Some props in top 5, top 10s. You got McDowell as your top forward. I also like top 10 if you can get plus money on it. Ty Gibbs, top Toyota, top 10. And then Chase Briscoe, top 10 as well. So, nothing crazy this week. Not a lot of bets, but I think we're betting smart this week, and I think that's the way to go here. As always, if I do add anything else, if I change my mind, Johnny on the Track on Action Network, the best betting app in all of apps, really, I think. So Johnny on the Track, Action Network, at JOTT_podcast on Twitter. That's where I post all my betting cards before the race, so you can take a look at that and place your bets on Sunday morning. And of course, if you're a first-time listener, first-time viewer, definitely subscribe for more content. Give us a like, and always want to know what you guys think in the comments. So please share that. Free bets coming up. I promise. We did that last year. I think we did it twice, maybe. But I think Nashville will be the first free bet that we do. So basically, how we do that is I get a bunch of names in a hat of the drivers. We pick one out of a hat, and basically, you kind of do something in the comments geared around the driver that we pick, and you just comment like, I think one of the times last year was Alex Bowman. You would comment like "Go Bowman" or something about Bowman, and if Bowman were to win, there'd be a free bet placed on that, and I would pick a winner to win that money, and we get you the money squared away. So that is coming. I think we're going to do 2, one in the regular season, and then one in the playoffs. So stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And like I said, if you're first-time watcher, first-time listener, definitely subscribe for more content and join the fun. And let's make some money this weekend. Thanks.